Good morning.
Good evening. Reddit. Where do I even begin? Oh boy. So, I know it's not crazy to talk about people on Reddit like it's some crazy new thing that no one's ever done because there's already so many mentally deranged people on there that I kind of feel bad for, but they're all just stupid and horny, like really horny. But point being, recently something happened that nobody's talking about except for about two people on YouTube, and it's the funniest shit ever. I really have to talk about it. So, for those of you who don't know what Reddit is, it's basically just Facebook, but for the mentally deranged and really horny. But sadly for me, that's where the genesis of this story begins. And it starts with a man named Riobox. Basically, he just took a bunch of pictures and photoshopped them into really funny things, but that's not what made him so well known. What made him so well known is how fast he was able to do it. He could take a picture, and it was usually just like this old guy doing this, going, "You're not Sigma." It was stupid, but it was really funny. And he made so many of them so fast, he garnered a reputation like instantly. Everybody knew this guy, and he just kept making them. He got so popular, in fact, that the moderators of a certain sub called r/anti memes literally turned him into a moderator. And then enter player two of the story, a person named Course Mediocre. It was like looking in a mirror. These two were exactly identical. Okay, she also took so many stupid pictures and photoshopped them so fast at such a high frequency that she also became a moderator at r/anti memes. And the funniest part, I'm like 90% sure she was inspired by Riobox. Don't quote me on that though. But it's kind of hilarious how basically just two of the same people became two of the most powerful people at one of the biggest subreddits. But it gets even stupider. And when I mean stupid, I mean really fucking stupid. This shit got so crazy so fast. You know what happens next? You want to know what happens next? They become boyfriend and girlfriend. Now, I know it's like, oh, well, yeah, they're a match made in heaven. It makes perfect sense. But no, this is the funniest part of the story, okay? They've been in a relationship for like, I'd say 2 weeks, maybe one and a half. And then all of a sudden, for about a week, Course Mediocre disappears. Now, everyone on the subreddit, and even just some parts of Reddit in general, they were like, oh, where did she go? Where could she have possibly gone? They thought maybe she was in trouble. And of course, Riobox was the most devastated by this. He's like, oh no, what if something did happen to her? You're not ready for the next plot twist. Finally, after not responding for about a week, Course Mediocre makes a post. And people are losing. They're like, oh, okay, she's perfectly fine. That's great. We're so happy. Until they read it. Get it? Because it's Reddit. Anyway, they read it. And it said, Course Mediocre offed herself. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that's horrible. I can't believe she would do that. That's horrible, man. And then you keep reading. So as it turns out Course Mediocre's brother got on her account and texted Riobox because he noticed there were so many notifications on the app. And he says, "Oh, I'm sorry, man. I don't know. I think she just offed herself." And Riobox goes, "No, no, I freaking failed her." He looks so dumb and desperate doing it. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sheepdog, why would you laugh at something like this? This woman just, you know, answer me this. Why would this dead woman's brother go onto her phone and go onto Reddit, which is like the last place you'd ever want to be for like any reason, and then just randomly text this dude that he has no idea who it is and then say, I think she offed herself or something? What I'm saying is he got catfished. It was by this point that Course Mediocre realized he was so in deep with Riobox that he was like, ah, crap, how do we get out of this? So he killed his female persona and then just made up a crappy story? Because keep in mind, if this was Course Mediocre's brother, he would have known that she, you know. But he said that he thinks she did. And it's so funny to think about that Riobox didn't pick that up until everyone else in the comments was like, "Hey dude, you're getting catfished." And after I think a few days, Course Mediocre deleted his account. and Riobox was all alone. Now, I would say this is the next part of the story where it gets pretty goofy, but no, it doesn't. In fact, it gets kind of, well, I wouldn't say dark. Well, yeah, no, it's pretty dark. Basically, after all this happened, people were pointing at me like, ha ha ha, what an idiot. I can't believe he fell for a catfish. And you may think, oh, well, you kind of feel bad for Rio Box. I mean, he's had to go through all this within like, what, 3 weeks? He's been the villain the whole time, and you didn't even know it, did you? After all this happened, Rio Box was outed for being a groomer on Discord as a Reddit moderator. Why are we surprised? Basically, somebody leaked a bunch of messages assuming it was the actual person who was groomed, and he showed a bunch of text that was speaking inappropriately to a minor. Keep in mind, Rio Box was above 18 and the minor was below 17, 16, and he was sending dick pics to her. So yeah, he got banned for being a pedophile, so obviously he's getting banned. So uh, this story has just a really weird end to it. I mean, everyone in Reddit is just saying this is some crazy lore that's dropping, and yeah, they're right. Like, I there's not really a happy ending. It's not even really an ending at all. It's just people are crazy sometimes, man. I really had to talk about this because no one else is, and anyone who is has made like videos that are like 10 minutes long. So I just want to make a really short one. Um, that's about it.
Okay, goodbye.